Pretty good, teacher. How are you?
Fine, thank you. It is nice to hear that you're okay.
Yeah, I'm ready to do my internships.
Nice. And how do you feel about it?
It's kind of like nervous and excited, and
Yeah, there's a mix of emotions at the same time you're feeling, I guess.
yes,
Don't worry, everything's going to be okay. It's going to be a very important step in your education, but it's going to be all right.
yeah, I hope so. Thank you.
Welcome. So, as some of you may guys remember, we're going to have our last class today. So I have decided to adapt the material for this class to make it very, very simple. We're going to be focusing our attention in different writing tips. So I'm going to share my screen to start. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
I'm trying to make it bigger, but there you go. So we're going to be talking about effective writing basics because as some of you may say, we're going to have simple writing exercises. They are four. So before you do it, I want to show you or want to mention some tips that you can improve, that you can use to improve your writing in any medium. Can be an essay, a letter, a message, everything. So here it is. We have 5 different keys for effective writing. The first one will be put the reader first, use simple words in short sentences, use jargon only when necessary, write with verbs and nouns, and format to improve readability. And here it is. Key number 1, put the reader first. It is important to understand that communication involves understanding. So it is better to write to express, but not to impress. It is better to use words that the readers can picture. It means like simple vocabulary, unless we are using technical terms. That will be a different strategy. It is important also to tie in to the reader's experience and use the WIIFM. What's in it for me? It is very important to have these tips into account at the moment of writing. Then here we go. This is the one that This is the ones that I was just mentioning about. Use simple words and short sentences. Remember that every time that we are writing, we have to be very precise and very concise. Unless we are, for example, writing poetry, that will be a little bit different. We're going to be involving very rhetorical language or maybe jargons, etc. But in this case, there's no other way to mention. Only usable words, accurate words, and short sentences, as concise as can be. And here we have some tips. Avoid wordy prepositional phrases. For example, in the amount of for, in order to, can be substituted for to, and due to the fact that it can be replaced for because, in the event that can be replaced by if, and during the time that can be replaced for the word when and while. So it is very important to avoid prepositional phrases because they're going to be like very extra information, but they're going to be like still paja. Van a ser como la paja. Oigo mucho ruido, por favor, silencien su micrófono. Thank you. Then continue. The key number 3, use jargon only when necessary. What is a jargon? Somebody knows? Nobody?
I don't know what is.
The jargon es la jerga. Here in Mexico, for example, we have the word brother to say hermano, but we sometimes tend to substitute it for carnal, mi brother. That would be
Oh,
jerga. Esa es la jerga. In English, we have some types of jerga or jargon, like, for example, when you say silly, jerk, badass, etc. That's the jargon, la jerga. So it is important to avoid the use of jargon or only when it is too necessary because it tends to transform a text into an informal text and it's going to be resting present. So it's better to avoid it, sobre todo in essays or in important documents or all the things related with academic voice. Questions up to there?
No, teacher.
No?
No.
Okay,
no.
nice. Here it is, key number 4. Write with verbs and nouns. Use the active voice. When it is a case or when it is very required, you can use the passive voice. But remember that the first active voice, we have to be following a different rule. And it is better, for example, in essays or even with letters, everything about related with academic or personal requirements, it must be by using active voice. The passive voice, it is only required when we are doing rhetorical writings or when we are writing novels or maybe poetry. All the things that are related with literature can also be using the passive voice. I don't know if you guys can see that every time you use passive voice in your essays, they are considered as wrong structures. They're just like the style of precision and concision of the English language at all. And here it is, key number 5, format document to improve readability. It is better to use lists, charts, tables, bullets, indents, italics, bolds, headings, and subheadings, and the 100-word rule. It is important to adapt or document or writing to a format that is sometimes required by the teacher or by the person who is leading us to write anything we are writing. For example, we are very appealed to the APA style, el formato APA. This is why it is important for us, and it is the main purpose of the APA style is to make a document or a reading more readable. It is just like that. It is to make it easier to read. And the 100-word rule. Any paragraph that has more than 100 words would it be considered as baja, fillers, mucho relleno. So it is better to try to put 5 sentences of a paragraph in less than 100 words, or at least 100. Not 200, not 500. And it is in order to make it a little bit more understandable or to make it easier to read by only including the important things, the important ideas, or the important details about the topic we are developing. Questions up to here? No?
No yet.
Okay, so guess what? That's it. There's no more information about it. I'm gonna put stop share. Okay, so I want to talk or I want to mention some details about the exercise that we have planned for this week. Those are gonna be 4 different exercises in which we're gonna be writing different things. For example, in some of them we're gonna be writing paragraphs. In some others we're gonna be writing our opinions. So we're gonna try to make different tasks in order to use Gas Express. Oh my God. in order to make it a little bit challenging for you to make different formats for different writings with different purposes. I don't know if you guys have any question, but I signed the due date for this week for tomorrow at, creo que a las 11:45. I think it was a quarter to 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. Yeah, 12 p.m. No es cierto, le puse AM. It is a quarter to 12 a.m. And I normally left them until the Sundays, but today I'm not gonna be able to do it because I'm gonna try to have all your grades ready for tomorrow at night. I'm gonna be uploading them into our Google Classroom so you can see if you have failed or if you have not. I think it's not going to be very necessary. I mean, don't feel pressure about it because I think nobody's going to fail my course. And as you may guys remember, today it's going to be our last class. And I just wanted to say thank you for all the efforts you have done. I think it was a little bit difficult than before. I mean, for the ones who were taking the ITEP strategies course #1 with me, you can see the difference that having the class presential and by having the class online. I think we have faced or we have to do a lot of things, and we have been facing a lot of challenges. The job itself, the technology, or the failures that we have, but at least I want to say that it was a very, very good experience for me to work with you. I feel very happy to know somehow each one of you. And I want to say thank you for all the efforts you have done in my class. I think it is going to be very, very good to see you that you're going to be out of the school. You're going to be ready for this new stage of your life. Some of you may have started already working or making estadías, but now I think you are having more responsibilities and you are facing all these things about job and adult life. So I want to say that I'm really proud of you, and you're gonna do it well. I'm pretty sure that you're gonna do it well. I think, or I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think some of you are gonna be presenting the ITEP para egresar. I don't remember, but I think that some of you are going to do it. I only desire that you pass your. I'm pretty sure that you're gonna do it. I am pretty sure that you're gonna be successful in your task, in your ITEP task. And I just want to say thank you for everything that you have done for this class. Thanks a lot. And it was a pleasure to have you here and that every Friday having our meeting. Muchas gracias a todos.
Thank you so much, teacher. It was a pleasure. You are an excellent teacher. And
Thank you.
I know that maybe I don't meet you like in person, but I love you and you are the
I
best.
love you too. Thank you. No, you guys are the best, I swear. Siempre es bien padre mirar a los de décimo, sobre todo, no digo que los demás no lo hagan bien, simplemente los de décimo que los miro que llegan con tantas ganas porque ya se van a ir y están haciendo todo en el tiempo y la forma correcta para irse rápido, para irse en tiempo, y siempre es padre encontrarlos a ustedes ya en esta última etapa de sus estudios porque tienen tantas ganas de hacer las cosas y nunca ponen trabas, todo el trabajo fluye muy padre y muchas gracias. Gracias por eso. Son muy jóvenes, tienen mucha energía y eso está muy padre. Eso está muy padre. Los admiro mucho por haber llegado hasta acá. Sé que el retoño tiene una modalidad de estudio, un plan de estudios que es un poquito más difícil porque van un poquito más advanced que los otros, por ejemplo. Y los admiro mucho a todos por haber llegado hasta esta etapa de su formación profesional y les auguro cosas muy buenas. Sé que algunos ya están I don't know how to say inserted. Bueno, sé que algunos ya están trabajando para, oh my God, para empresas. Y está muy padre, de verdad que me siento muy, muy orgullosa de participar, aunque sean un poquito de lo que ustedes van a ofrecer en el campo laboral.
Ay, thank you, teacher. I love you so much.
I love you so much too, Gladys. It was nice to know you and to share this time with you en el ITEP 1 y ahorita.
Sí, teacher, es la mejor. Estoy muy
You're the
feliz
best.
de haberla conocido y echar la chisma y la clase.
Ay, claro, yo también estoy feliz de haberte conocido, de haberlos conocido a todos. Sé que a lo mejor no, los que no me conocían, como Gladys, por ejemplo, no, no, I don't know how to say it. Let me think about it. Sé que a lo mejor no tuvimos la oportunidad de mirarnos cara a cara, pero pues al menos ahí es una vocecilla que estuvo molestándolos cada viernes.
Nada de eso, maestra. Muchas gracias.
Gracias a todos, chicos. Que les vaya muy bien y el día de mañana voy a estar teniendo sus calificaciones en la noche. Voy a pegar en Google Classroom. Si tienen alguna duda, ahí por favor me van mandando sus comentarios. Y pues sería todo por mi parte hoy día. Muchas gracias.
Sale, gracias, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Gracias, teacher. Bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank
Have a
you.
nice weekend.
Have a nice weekend. Take
And
care.
take care.
I will. Thank you.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Sí.